Hey Froggy friends, Kirostyle here, welcome back to BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend. Thank you so much for joining me here on stream, especially all of you who are still hanging around because we just finished Makoto's story. I forgot her name for a second there. And we are on to the second of the DLC characters, Valkenhayn. So, Valkenhayn, like the other DLC characters, was DLC for the base game, then he's included with the game in Continuum Shift 2, and then he got a story mode with Continuum Shift Extend. Now, because he's a new character, we're going to play with him in training mode so we can have a look at what his abilities are, so we can get an idea of how he fights, since this is our first time seeing him.
Please select your character. Valkenhayn Hellsing. Valkenhayn Hellsing.
So Valkenhayn's musical theme is Howling Moon, and unlike the other DLC characters, you actually hear Howling Moon in the base game. It played during Tao's gag ending when Valkenhayn appears as like the evil pudding lord or whatever, or what was it? Tapioca lord. So that means they already had his music composed and in the game before they actually formally added him as a playable character. Because none of the other DLC characters have any of their themes playing in any of the story modes prior to the release of Extend. So Valkenhayn, actually on release in Continuum Shift as DLC, he was actually considered too powerful. He was considered too good. He did too much damage and he was too easy with his mix-up game. So they actually nerfed him in Continuum Shift 2, and then in Extend they tweaked him a little bit to try to make him a little bit back to what he was before, but not quite. So Valkenhayn is like he's a character that is really strong, but he's not to say like complete glass cannon, but he doesn't have as much defense. His special ability is called Werewolf, so he actually is able to transform himself partially or fully into a werewolf, which is something kind of unexpected because, I mean, this whole time we kind of haven't really seen him fight, and we just assumed that maybe he was like vampire like Rachel. When he turns into a wolf, he can't really block very well, or actually no, he can't guard at all when he's a wolf. If you look at the bottom of the screen, he has a little gauge above his heat gauge. That's his ability to stay in a wolf. So once you switch to wolf, it will slowly decrease over time, and as you do more attacks, it depletes faster. But then when he turns back into a human, it replenishes on its own as long as he's still standing on the ground. So it will not replenish if he's in mid-air. So yeah, he's offensive but frail, and he's able to confuse people with his form shifts. So for example, if I press the D button, he turns into a wolf, and you can see it's kind of cute. His tail still has like the ribbon on it, because the ribbon is actually from Rachel.
I see.
So now that he's human again, you can see the wolf gauge is unavailable, and then it slowly fills back up. So like during certain combos, you can switch into his wolf form mid-combo and continue your attack, which means it's hard to predict his movements, and that's why people had a really good mix-up game with him.
No escape! I see. No escape! Now.
Also, I didn't mention this before with some of the characters, but Valkenhayn doesn't have a dash. If I double tap forward, he just does this like pop. And he shares this in common with a few characters, but most notably, all the 6 hero characters, except for Platinum, do not have a dash. So that means, so far we've seen Hakumen and Valkenhayn, while we haven't yet seen Jubei in battle just yet. And, oh yeah, Terumi or Hazama also only has a front step as well. Which, I don't like doing that. I like having a dash, but it's kind of an interesting thing. You can totally see Kiro having sparring matches with Makoto and Valkenhayn. Oh, I think for sure. They're like the resident fist fighters, along with like Naoto, who's introduced in the 4th game. Okay, let's look at some of his moves. I really like some of his animations. Like, it's like they're really strong looking, but he also has like a little bit of like regalness to him.
before me! Die!
He has quite a bit of range too with his legs. You can see, like, it's really hard to tell, but he transforms his legs into his wolf form here, temporarily.
I see. Die!
Okay, some of his special moves. Wait, wait, I have a taunt too.
Ah, it seems my tea is ready. Ah, it seems my tea is ready.
You say anything else?
Surely you can best an old man. Across the earth! Arise! Arise! I see. Fall before me! Fall before me! Sleep well, child. I see. Bring down the sky! Sun!
And
Sun!
you can also dash around as a wolf, and that also adds to his maneuverability and able to feint you out as a wolf as well. But it uses up his gauge really quickly when you dash like that. You can also change. You can also, like, during your human specials, switch into a wolf mid combo as well. But I'm not really good at that.
Ah, it seems my tea is ready. No escape! I see. This cannot...
Okay, let's look at his distortion drives. So,
1,000 wolves howl! Bringing forth destruction! I see.
and the other one you can only do in midair. It's kind of hard for me to do.
Die! Die! I am the wolf! All that stands in my way will be destroyed! I see. Ah, it
was
seems
pretty
my
good.
tea is ready. No escape!
Move him
Now,
closer to the center of the screen. And then let's try our Astral. This might take a couple tries.
behold the power of the full moon! Night has now... The moon shines bright. Oh, am I to face his lordship? The play is now through!
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I don't really use Valkenhayn very much. But he seems like it'd be not too bad to just pick up for his story mode. Again, I love how that ribbon stays on his wolf form. It gets revealed that the ribbon is like a... Oh man, you have quite the growl. The ribbon is like a gift from Rachel that he uses as his hair tie. Okay, let's give him a try. In story mode. Again, my memory of the DLC character stories are a little bit more hazy because I played them at a different time than the rest of the characters, so we'll see. Yeah, you never thought he was a wolf until now. It wasn't even revealed that he's a wolf until he was playable. So I think that was pretty neat. Okay, let's go through his story. Like with other characters, we'll go through his good ending first, and then bad ending, and then joke ending. Valkenhayn stories. Hunting Dog. Oh yeah, also, kind of interesting too, we didn't do it on stream, but this game, Continuum Shift Extend, it has the Calamity Trigger reconstruction, which is basically a recap of the Calamity Trigger storyline. It does still have, like, battles interspersed within the cutscenes, and it actually adds a battle between Ragna and Valkenhayn. It's kind of like when Ragna's, like, arguing with Rachel, and then Valkenhayn comes in to test Ragna, and they actually fight. So it's kind of interesting to have one of the DLC characters who was not originally playable in the first version of Continuum Shift, have a battle in the Calamity Trigger reconstruction, which obviously did not exist in the original Calamity Trigger. The breeze is so redolent with the scent of roses, the average person might faint at smelling it. Nobody knows where Castle Alucard stands, but it's certainly always night there. Valkenhayn stands in this grand garden, tending to his mistress's beloved roses. They bloom brilliantly in the silverish blue light cast down by the moon. It's also kind of funny that his astral finish uses like the moon as a backdrop, and then Makoto's astral finish literally just destroys the moon. The roses are perfection, as befits the heir to this realm, Rachel Alucard.
I should brew the tea forthwith. If it's not ready upon her return, I fear the consequences. Everything in due time, though. First, I must set the table.
Valkenhayn leaves the garden for the moment, making his way to the terrace that overlooks the sea of blooms. He arranges the tea service, bone china gilt with a delicate rose motif with a speed and flair born of long experience. Just as he sets the last cup into place, Valkenhayn feels a gust of wind sweep down from above. Oh, here we go. So joke ending is this one. What is the ominous feeling? We'll do the regular ending. Madam Rachel should be returning soon.
I am home.
Welcome back, Madam Rachel. I've prepared your tea.
Thank you.
These tea leaves are the pride of Yamatsumi, so they say. And on the side, a fig scone I've baked myself.
It smells delicious, Valkenhayn. Many thanks. I needed this, assailed as I just was by that rabble of yammering provincials.
Uh-oh, looks like the princess is in one of her moods.
Shh! Do you want her turning you into a dodgeball again?
I can make the change permanent this time if you'd like. The garden shears will make short work of those sad little wings of yours.
Ah! I think I'll pass.
Judging by your desire to prune ghee, I assume the meeting with Takamagahara did not go well?
I am forced to sit through the most inane gossip. But with them, when am I not? It felt like an eternity even by my standards.
Rachel lets out a vexed sigh and reaches for the teacup with her elegant fingers. Her features soften as the scent of the tea and the roses begin to banish her cares.
It seems that they're going to be on the move.
Indeed. I do hope this doesn't lead to any trouble.
Oh, too late for that. It's Takamagahara that released that imp after all.
Imbeciles! Don't they know what that shitty little cur is capable of?
Valkenhayn, watch your tongue. Valkenhayn's speech courses in a rare moment of rage. Rachel contemplates her teacup as the storm leaves Valkenhayn's face. He is the unflappable manservant once again.
My profoundest apologies, milady. Such an outburst is unconscionable.
Not at all. He is a vile man. If he were not enough to incense you, I'd be rather concerned. I still cannot believe we must countenance his face yet again. How dare vermin such as he scurry out from the boundary?
Terumi.
Valkenhayn murmurs the hated name through clenched teeth. They had been brothers in arms once. That was many years ago.
If only we'd been able to obliterate Terumi back when he failed to seal Lord Hakumen. Instead, we flung him into the boundary, free to bedevil us again. If someone had been there to help Lord Jubei and Lord Hakumen, history would have unfolded right differently.
Indeed. If you'd been at their side that day, our world would be much changed.
Madam Rachel,
But you never left my side. Even while I was in deep slumber, you maintained your vigil. I know that I complicated matters. Matters that would have otherwise been simple. Do you have any regrets?
Perish the thought. I exist to serve you. Even during the Dark War, I fought for your sake, Madam Rachel, and that of Lord Clovis. Knowing Terumi, I'm sure he waited for the very moment you were indisposed to take action. He's not looking for a fair fight, especially not against the likes of you, milady.
What a scoundrel.
Rachel scowls at the thought of him. Valkenhayn bites his lower lip, vexed but not about to lose control for a second time.
But what is he thinking? Making his entrance onto the stage now?
He knows that conspiring with Takamagahara to destroy the Master Unit is the only path to true freedom, and he's brazen enough to try.
And Takamagahara is after Noelle Vermilion, the successor of the Azure. She's a bauble he can pilfer for them easily enough. Takamagahara's methods ring true. But why would Terumi beat around the bush so much? There must be more to his schemes.
Rachel falls silent, her brow furrowed with worry. Suddenly, she sits up, as though having remembered something important. She looks to her butler, her face again a mask of serenity at odds with her young frame.
Valkenhayn.
Yes, madam. I will investigate his motives and actions, impeding the latter whenever possible.
I'm counting on you.
I shall serve you to my utmost.
I fear I've intervened a bit too much.
What harm is there in it, so long as you do what you think is right? I dare say Clovis would agree.
It's kind of interesting, in some localizations, Rachel's father is localized as Clavis with Clavis, which is kind of what he's still pronouncing, but they must have changed the spelling of it somewhere along the way. This now says Claudius. Kind of like how sometimes the text in the game, they say BlazBlue, but it says Azure, even though the voices say BlazBlue, or sometimes the reverse happens, where the text in the dialogue box says Azure, but then they say BlazBlue. It must have been some of the retcons of some of the things they decided to record, but didn't fix it in the writing, or vice versa.
I know he would. Father was never one to stand idly by, either. Valkenhayn, thank you for setting my mind at ease.
I shall treasure your gratitude always, milady.
Shall we be on our way?
Huh? Already? But we just got home!
You wouldn't want your tea to go to waste, would you, princess?
If you'd rather stay behind and hold down the proverbial fort, by all means do. Neither of you look fearful enough to be an effective guard, though. Some of my lightning should grizzle you up nicely.
Let's go, princess! Time's a-wasting!
I shall accompany you as well, madam.
Let us away, then, to the 13th hierarchical city, Kagutsuchi.
Yikes! Kagutsuchi's looking pretty rough!
Well, duh! Does the phrase, huge explosion at the NOL branch, ring any bells?
The damage is quite significant. I believe they tried to cover it up under the guise of a terrorist attack.
One by the name of Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Pardon my saying it, but given his track record, he is a plausible scapegoat. Now, I shall try to gather as much information as I can.
Many thanks. Oh, and one last thing, Valkenhayn. If you happen upon Jin Kisaragi, do escort him to the castle.
The hero?
His power of order is still incomplete. He's putty in Terumi's hands at present. But should the scales fall from his eyes, he'll make a powerful ally indeed.
But are you certain he is ready?
No, but better to know now if we're overestimating him.
Understood, milady. I'll be sure to bring him back should our paths cross. But what do you intend to do?
I'll go check on our other hero. He waits so patiently amid his chains. I can't help but assume that he likes such treatment. However, my agenda requires a change of locale.
He likes being chained up? Ooh!
Different strokes for different folks, Guy. Maybe you'll feel different about it when you're older. Mm-hmm.
Are you calling me a little kid? Huh? Huh?
Proceed with caution, Madam Rachel.
And you?
Well, I suppose I should be on my way then.
The explosion that rocked Kagutsuchi 3 nights ago was no laughing matter, as evidenced by the shattered walls and streets strewn with debris. The busiest areas have been cleared to an extent. The alleyways and back streets that don't see much traffic are a different matter entirely. Valkenhayn quickly weaves his way through one such alley in pursuit of a faint presence. Faint though it is, it's undeniably that of the Azure. There's only one man in Kaguzuchi capable of emitting such an aura, a man at whose uncouth speech Valkenhayn has shaken his head at more than once. This is an opportunity the butler is not about to miss.
He's just ahead.
Damn it, Nirvana! You pile of...
Ragnar the Blood Edgy just fell. I need to chase him. I need the Azure.
Tis but a scrape. A deep scrape, admittedly, but he's not the sort to succumb to such trifles. Though if he did, I wouldn't mourn the loss. That young lad, though, is Nirvana's current wielder. What's this?
Carl! Carl! Please, just hold on! Oh, these injuries are terrible! We must get you to a hospital straight away!
Ah, the garb of an Ikaruga ninja. I suppose I'll leave the boy in his care.
But wait! My ninja senses are a tingle! Aha! Huh? Who goes there? Ah, terribly sorry. I'm not usually one to shout at the elderly. I hope my commanding tone didn't injure you.
I'm quite all right, thank you. Though I'm shocked you were able to sense my presence. The ninja of Ikaruga were keen indeed.
What?
Leave me be, Nirvana. I did not come here to fight you.
Carl's sister wouldn't attack you. Not unless you were a foe to us all!
Listen, I simply...
Save your breath, trickster! Bang Shishigami listens to no one! Now, have at thee!
Have it your way.
The will fate is starting. Rebel 1. Action!
Hey Brett, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Hey Sudi, good to see you. Welcome everyone. Please go check out our friend Brett when you get a chance. He's a really cool DJ VTuber, and he plays Final Fantasy XIV and raids, along with a bunch of other things as well. Hey Kanukis, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. You'll have to excuse me, I'm recovering from a cold. There we go. How was your stream? Did you have a good time? I hope you had a fun time with your audience. Thank you so much for entrusting me with them. I'm Kiro, the frog-themed martial artist, and welcome to my stream. We're playing BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend. We're going through the story modes of some of the characters. We are on the second of the DLC characters, Valkenhayn, and we just got into a fight with Bang here. You had a good stream. It was a lot of memes, but a lot of wiping too. It was a raid prog night. Best of luck with that. That's really exciting, especially when a new tier comes out for the first week or two. It's always fun to see the groups do their prog and stuff. Thank you for coming by. Feel free to sit back and relax as you watch me beat up this ninja, or get beaten up myself. I don't know. I haven't played Valkenhayn in a while.
This is a new kip! Let's begin! This is a new... Frozen! I'm back for you!
Oh my god.
I see.
I'm back for more! Pulverizing fist!
Oh my god, I really am a glass cannon.
At least I won't be opening!
Counter!
Feel nothing! Look at this! This is a new kip! This is a new kip! This is a new kip!
There we go.
By the gods, you're strong!
Only just arrived, and already I've dirtied my clothes? Drat. I must laud your stamina, young man. The fact you can even move right now commends you.
You're no ordinary old man, are you? I am Bang Shishigami, ninja of love and justice. And who might you be?
Valkenhayn our Hellsing, sirrah.
Valkenhayn? Wait! The Lord Valkenhayn of the legendary Six Heroes?
My version is rather more concise.
Oh my! I'm terribly, terribly sorry for my rudeness. I had no idea. But the Six Heroes were in their heyday during the Dark War, which was over 90 years ago. How can a man of your years still pack such a punch?
Clean living, perhaps?
Ah, but surely a hero strong enough to best the dreaded Black Beast can go on fighting well past the century mark. Amazing! But I should expect no less from one of the Six Heroes.
I thought Beastkin's longevity was common knowledge. Explaining anything to this man might take some time. A pleasure meeting you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some urgent matters to see to. You would do well to get that boy to a hospital post-haste.
Ah, right! Hang in there, Carl! We should probably be on our way.
Bang scoops up the hitherto forgotten Carl and disappears in a flash. Valkenhayn and Nirvana stare at each other in the deserted alley.
Stand down, Nirvana. I have no intention of harming that little boy. Or do you still bear a grudge against us for sealing you?
Nirvana's silent, of course. Perhaps her blank face is answer enough. Valkenhayn lowers his gaze.
I regret what happened. But it was your master's, well, your previous master's choice to seal you away. How hard it was for Lady Celica to make that decision. On some level you must realize that, even now.
Nirvana's so still he wonders if she's heard him, but finally she lowers her sharp claws. Nirvana ambles off in the direction of the hospital, and by extension Carl, leaving Valkenhayn alone with his thoughts. The sight of her is troubling, but he forces himself to watch her depart. Valkenhayn doesn't leave the alley until Nirvana has turned a distant corner and slipped out of sight. Gathering information is proving harder than Valkenhayn has expected. Resuming his search through Kagutsuchi, he sets foot within a district quite unlike any other on the mountain. This is Kaka Village, home to the strange cat-like creatures from which it takes its name.
As I pass through this community, I wonder if they're really all that different from Beastkin. I can't recall the last time I've been away from the castle for this long. Well met, kittens. Please, don't be shy.
Meow. He talked! This old man smells like a dog. Or is it the other way around? Maybe he's dangerous. I'm gonna stare at him.
The Kaka kittens circle around Valkenhayn, too curious to scamper away but too cautious to close in. The Kaka clan was founded upon the DNA of a cat, so the scent of a wolfman had set their tails on point.
A face older than mine. Oh, that's a rare treat.
I apologize for arriving unannounced, village elder.
It's been a dog's age, Lord Valkenhayn. Pardon the pun. We don't get much traffic from the Six Heroes as a rule.
All the more reason for me to regret this unannounced visit.
Lord Valkenhayn? Lord Valkenhayn, it is you. Meow. What brings you to the village?
Torakaka, my dear. A pleasure as always.
Oh my, I didn't realize you two were friends.
I freelance for House Alucard from time to time.
Preparing Milady's tea is one of the cornerstones of my duties. and Torokaka always finds the choicest tea leaves for me. Speaking of which, I hear that Torokaka's successor has already been named. I'd like very much to make her acquaintance.
Ah, yes, Tao. She's a restless one. She's out and about right now chasing some boy named Ragna.
Ragna?
Not the most serious cat in the litter, but I can vouch for her skills. Even Master Jubei recognizes her strength. Meow.
I have no reason to doubt her then. Good Master Jubei.
Jubei was one of the 6 heroes, as was Valkenhayn. They fought alongside one another during the Dark War. Valkenhayn's not heard his old comrade's name in quite some time. He smiles in spite of himself.
Do you see Jubei often?
No, only from time to time. He's a busy man. That said, we share a connection with him, whether near or far.
We were created using his genome, you know.
Indeed. Am I to believe then that you're here on Jubei's orders, Torokaka?
I can't go into detail, or even really confirm anything, but I brought platinum with me upon my return.
Valkenhayn frowns in confusion at Torokaka's answer. This is another name he was not expecting to hear, but this one does nothing to lighten his mood.
Platinum? Here? Has Jubei taken leave of his senses?
I don't think I'm at liberty to tell you much beyond that.
Then why even mention her at all?
Well, Master Jubei told me I should, if I ran into you.
Then perhaps he wanted you to bring her, and not the little girl.
Is something wrong?
No, nothing at all. Many thanks, Torokaka, for relaying Jubei's message.
Leaving so soon, Lord Valkenhayn.
As your master's actions suggest, there is much to do.
Please be careful. Right now, Kagutsuchi is...
Worry not about me, Torokaka. I know well its perils. Now I must take my leave of you.
Emerging from a cramped alleyway, Valkenhayn finds himself in the midst of a crowded plaza. Shops are jammed one upon the other, their signs a riot of colors that dominates one's view.
I don't really go for crowds as a general rule. I can't help but notice, though, the wide array of sweets being hawked. This one, for example, would complement Madame Rachel's tea superbly. Speaking of, the tea selection here is not bad either.
Valkenhayn's original mission starts drifting to the back of his mind, eclipsed by visions of the transcendent tea times he could craft with these wares. China patterns he's never seen before, pastries and tea leaves the likes of which Madame Rachel has never known. But alas, shaking off his momentary dereliction of duty, Valkenhayn marches briskly toward the crowds. He reaches the edge of the shopping district, then stops. Not much choice, really, as his path is blocked by a crimson mountain of a man.
Ahem. A bit gauche to monopolize the path like that, wouldn't you say?
I might get a sight more gauche before we're done here. I have questions, and I suggest you answer them. What brings you here, creature? You're clearly not human.
You noticed? Well, damn. I thought I'd disguised myself pretty well.
No offense, Valkenhayn, but you look like you stepped out of another century. If this is you being discreet, I'd love to see you being obvious.
But this outing has been a trip down memory lane. Kokonoe, is that you, child?
Ha! You sound older than dirt, Valkenhayn. But you always did, so hey.
Valkenhayn? You mean he's one of the 6 heroes?
That was long ago. I'm a domestic as of late.
Hakumen, Jubei, and now Valkenhayn. Half of the 6 heroes are in Kagutsuchi at once? What the hell is going on?
No, Tager. Tager? Tager, no!
Come on, Kokonoe. I'm standing toe-to-toe with the Valkenhayn for crying out loud. When will I have another chance like this?
You're such a little fangirl.
Lord Valkenhayn, I'm just gonna say it. Do you want to spar?
Tager, you're kinda cute.
I suppose I can make time for a quick bit of fisticuffs.
Such a fangirl. Fine. You've got 10 minutes, Tager.
Thank you very much, both of you. All right, then. Lord Valkenhayn, on the off chance that I somehow injure you, I apologize in advance.
I don't believe that'll be a problem, son.
The wheel of fate is starting. Rebel 1. Action. Counter.
Oh no.
Insufficient.
Counter.
Not done yet.
On
Not bad.
On guard.
Counter.
Ah, he does too much damage.
Nothing.
Counter.
Nothing.
On guard. On guard. On guard. On guard.
Eat this. Atomic collision.
It's so hard without a dash.
On guard.
Counter.
Remarkable.
Fatal.
On guard.
Nothing.
Oh no.
Menacing.
Ah!
Emerald. Tiger.
It's his lordship.
Oh my gosh, Tager.
Impossible. You mean to tell me this was the strength of the 6 heroes?
Oh, don't sass me.
To have grown this weak is shameful. No butler worth his salt would take such a drubbing. I should return to the castle before I dishonor Madame Rachel by association any further.
It just ends like that. Valkenhayn falls to his knees, but refuses to acknowledge defeat. Oh, thank you for the sleeveless and the stretch sigh. It's hard because his kick launches the opponent, but then I don't have a dash to go into them. So I can't really follow it up.
Rebel 1. Action.
Not bad.
On guard.
I can still.
Get ready.
Counter.
Get ready. Get ready.
Counter.
Gotta make more use of the wolf.
Not done yet.
Counter.
Prepare yourself.
Dear me.
Counter.
Insufficient.
Hey, can you stop Tager?
Dear me. On guard. On guard.
Counter. Counter.
Nothing.
Counter.
On guard.
Counter.
Get ready.
Counter.
Dear me. On guard.
No. Eat this.
Get ready.
Counter.
Insufficient.
Ready?
Oh, come on.
Insufficient.
Frozen.
Fatal.
Oh, you're not
I
dead
can
yet.
still fight.
I'm so afraid he was gonna grab me again.
Ah, impressive. Kokonawe has taught you well.
And you, sir. Just what I would expect from one of the 6 heroes. Thank you for indulging me.
It's a good thing you didn't lose to me.
It is I who should thank you for stoking the flames of combat within my breast, a fire long since gone to ember.
You boys done pounding on each other? Good. Listen, shit's gone crazy on account of your master.
Why'd they skip over the word Spartacus in the dialogue there?
Are you referring to Milady releasing Lord Hakumen?
Is that sarcasm? It's hard to tell with you creaky old farts.
Sarcasm? Me? Perish the thought. But Hakumen is not the sort to meekly accept orders.
Oh, he's gonna accept them one way or the other. Long as I get my damn omelet, I don't mind breaking a few eggs. Or busting his stubborn head.
Every bit your mother's child, I see.
No, I'm doing this my own way.
Huh?
What is this data?
This is...
I'm picking up some strange readings, Kokonoe. Not Ars Magus, but...
Yeah, I see it.
Could it be magic? But why would there be magic here?
Tager, get to the source, pronto!
Roger that. En route. Excuse me, Lord Valkenhayn.
There is something about this that is raising my hackles. I fear for my lady's safety.
I like how Kokonoe really doesn't get along with Rachel, but she's totally fine with Valkenhayn. Oh, okay, here. So the first branching route is good ending. Second one is bad ending. Oh, that means I get that fight Tager again. Okay. It's a butler's duty to trust his master.
No. It's my duty to believe in her. I must complete the task she's given me. If Madame Rachel released Lord Hakumen, then he'll undoubtedly be heading for Kakutsuchi. No harm in enlisting his help, I suppose. This scent. I would know it anywhere. This has been a day of familiar faces. Well met, my pungent friend. I picked up your trail from miles away. It's been too long, Lord Jubei.
That it has, Valkenhayn. Come on, though. I don't smell as bad as all that, right?
As a rule, no. But all this blood you've shed...
Fair enough, you old bloodhound.
All joking aside, these wounds are quite grave. Who in the world could have done this to you?
Ah, hell. This is embarrassing. I got hit by some magic.
Magic? Then that power we felt earlier, that was her? I'm loath to jump to conclusions, but mightn't Nine be involved in this?
If you're looking for Hakumen, he was beating feet for the basement, saying he had some other matters to tend to. Speaking of, it's probably about time I exit stage right. Stage left, even.
What of your injuries, though? Would you like me to tend to them first?
Nah, I can still fight. Besides, your brand attendant always leaves a body laid up some, and I can't afford that right now.
Fair enough. Well then, I will head to the basement alone.
Watch your ass, Valkenhayn.
Watch your, fundament as well.
With that, Valkenhayn smiles awkwardly and heads off, leaving Jubei behind. It was magic that injured Jubei. Valkenhayn can't get the issue of Rachel's safety out of his mind, but right now there is no time to waste. Deep within the bowels of Kakutsuchi, Valkenhayn stands before an abandoned cauldron. The gloom sits heavy on his shoulders.
The gate, or cauldron as they called it.
This place is rife with memories for Valkenhayn, not all of them good. Of course, it might not have been this cauldron that loomed so large in his past, but they're all the same to the old butler, all doorways to the same boundary. Painful memories flash before Valkenhayn's eyes. Memories from during the Dark War, long before the Six Heroes had done anything to earn them such a title.
No matter how many times I see this place, it gives me the shivers.
Well, fancy that. Pretty canine of you, don't you think?
Tell me, I thought you were with Trinity.
That's none of your business.
Trinity seems concerned about Terumi, but there's not a single thing I like about him. Why have you come here?
No particular reason.
Why, Terumi?
Calm your happy ass down, Fido. Are you that interested in finding me? How about I give you a doggy treat, and we call it even?
Watch your tongue.
Hey, Valkenhayn. You're a smart enough guy. Ish. You ever wonder what's waiting beyond the cauldron?
Clovis has told me the gist of it. What the gate is, and what lies beyond. But I'm under no obligation to share. Not really, no. But I hear it's where the Black Beast was born.
You guys made him, remember? Born makes it sound like it, wasn't an abomination of nature.
People make mistakes, Terumi, and then people correct them.
Sounds like something that master of yours would swipe from a fortune cookie. Again, with the euphemisms. Mistakes don't usually wipe out half of Earth's population. Just saying.
A man can atone for his crimes.
The Black Beast was no crime. It was...
It was mankind's punishment. Is that what you were about to say?
It was just a twisted monster. Nothing more. Nothing less.
Wait, Hakumen, why does your voice also sound different?
Lord Hakumen, it has been a long time.
Did they recast you for Continuum Shift Extend as well?
What are you doing here, Silver Wolf?
But then I don't think they recast Jin, did they? Or did they just decide to give them separate voices?
There is a matter with which I'm hoping you might assist me. But Madam Rachel is not with you?
The vampire interests me not. I have no reason to accompany her.
You do realize she's the one who freed you from your shackles.
I never asked her for any favors. You may not find her leash oppressive, but I do.
It's so weird to hear him without the... Like, I know it's kind of hard to tell that Hakumen and Jin are the same voice, but you can still kind of hear it. It still sounds like him with a pitch down. Actually, I'm gonna check. Because Bang got recast, so that means... I'm just wondering who else they recast then. Yeah, he only has one voice. They must... Maybe they changed the way they decided to distort his voice through the armor. Because that's not the effect they used before. Interesting.
I will give you a chance to take back your rude remark against Milady on account of our shared past. And will you nill you, Hakumen? You shall assist us.
Try it, old man, and you'll find my teeth in your throat.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action!
Take advantage of Wolf Form.
Fatal! Counter!
Hakumen also cannot.
You have not changed.
Sprint. He's got a longer reach than me.
I can see.
Counter! Counter!
I live to serve.
At least his HP is not as high as Jaeger's.
Counter!
Strong as ever.
Finish!
Just incomplete. If anything, age has only honed your skills further.
I have bested you fairly, Hakumen, and demand your help in this matter. It is my right.
Huh. You become a different person once something has to do with your master. Your temperament has grown sharper with the years, too. So be it. I will accompany you.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
It's you.
Yuki Terumi.
Hey, fellas! Aw, what's with that look? We go way back. Well, I guess it's not exactly me you go back with.
You've a lot of nerve showing your face here, but you've spared us the bother of tracking you down.
Whatever your plans may be, villain, we shall grind them into dust.
You practice that in the mirror? No, I guess you wouldn't, huh? Look, guys, we're getting to the meat and potatoes of it all, so I can't have you geezers getting in my way. So... Phantom!
What?
A mage? But could this really be?
But she's...
Aw, it's like we're getting the band back together. Too bad Hairball couldn't join us tonight.
You bastard! What have you done to her?
Keep barking and maybe I'll tell ya. Or not. Personally, I think you've got bigger shit to worry about.
Oh, Milady! What have you done to Madam Rachel?
Your little hemoglobin Habsburg is taking a siesta inside my cage. I know. Now who's gonna take you walkies?
You vile son of a whore!
Save it, old yeller. I'm not the one who's gonna be fighting you.
Teleportation magic? Then you really are. Where is this? What happened to you?
Valkenhayn opens his eyes to discover Ragnar lying wounded on the ground. He runs to him, scoops him up as though by instinct. He feels like dead weight in Valkenhayn's arms, and his jacket is heavy with blood. There's no need to examine his wounds. He's clearly in dire straits.
Why? This is a surprise.
You're Relius Clover.
One of the 6 heroes remembers my name. You do me an honor. It's been over a century since last we met, yes?
Indeed. But the rumors of your foul deeds have kept your name fresh in my mind. You haven't changed one bit. How does a man who lived in the time before the Black Beast still appear so young?
It is because the beast appeared.
What?
December 31st, 2099. We were conducting smelting tests on Boundary Interface Prime Field Device number 1. When the Black Beast manifested, I had the good fortune to fall into the cauldron. The Boundary decided to send me to a point not long before this moment. That is all.
You claim to have transcended time and space, then?
It was a unique experience, I must confess. I understand the Boundary in ways I never could have before. In retrospect, I suppose the Black Beast experiment wasn't a total failure.
Hey Valkyria, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Oh, and thank you so much for the sub too. I really appreciate it.
Progress is progress, whether intended or not. I owe the creature a debt of gratitude.
You would think it. Watch your tongue. You're as reckless and ambitious as you were 100 years ago. Time has done nothing to cure the rot within you.
Ambition is only a vice in one such as you, manservant. In me, it shall lead to the creation of the first perfect human being.
You're mad.
Old man, what are you doing here? So it lives. The Azure Grimoire never ceases to amaze me.
You Ponzi bastard. I need to get that stubborn boy away from here. But something feels right odd about this space.
I can see the dusty cogs turning. You cannot make sense of it, of course. But bravo for even noticing. You see, we are within Izayoi's domain.
The Izayoi? You dare trifle with such dangers?
As you well know, Izayoi creates a space within which Takamagahara and the Master Unit can't come as snooping. No observation, no intervention. Quite simply, what transpires here never actually happened. It is the perfect environment for my delicate work.
Were you trying to observe the Azure Grimoire yourself?
Oh, not merely it. I'm a Renaissance man, you see. That reminds me, I'm not quite done with my current lab rat. Do you mind?
You honestly expect me to hand him over? Clovis wished for a world in which people could make their own choices, determine their own fates. But now, we live in an age where the decisions have already been made, and man has no place at the table. Madame Rachel is her father's child. She fights to return to the people what is rightfully theirs. It is my duty to support her in this, however I can.
And you think Ragnar and Noelle are the catalyst for this?
My beliefs are immaterial. Milady has taken up the mantle. I shall obey to the last.
I see.
Damn geek.
geezers. Rattling on about crap like fate. I'm not a lab rat, and I don't need saving, so both of you can piss off!
You can still stand up. Oh, how unexpected.
Gonna knock you on your ass. How about you start expecting that, you son of a bitch?
Stand down, Ragnar. Just because you've taken to your feet doesn't mean you stand a chance against him.
Shut up! I won't know unless I try.
You pin-headed idiot. If you're feeling that strong, get out of here and find Madam Rachel.
Rachel? What happened to the rabbit?
She's been ensnared in Terumi's trap. I cannot believe I'm entrusting you with any responsibility, let alone this. But you must be the one to save her.
What are you talking about? Can't you just tell me what's up like a normal person?
Away with you, damn it, before it's too late! I entrust Rachel Alucard, my ward and master, to you.
All right, but you gotta kick his ass for me. Deal?
Deal.
Valkenhayn listens as Ragnar's heavy limping grows fainter and fainter, never taking his eyes off Relius. The masked man sighs theatrically.
I think he's safely away, if that's what we're waiting for.
Terumi told me to expect an opponent, and teleported me here. I shall assume you are my intended foe.
Who knows? I have no clue what's afoot in that man's head sometimes. A pity you let the Azure's wielder go. But you are one of the 6 heroes. You'll make an exquisite test subject in your own right.
Test subject?
Ignis, time for the next experiment.
That's Nirvana? No, it's not. But...
Now, shall we begin?
The will-fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action! Counter!
Dear me!
Ha! What's that?
Oh, stop it.
On guard!
Ha! Bull!
Stimulate! Stimulate!
Ha! Hup!
Counter!
Stimulate!
Hup! Ignis! Ha!
That's pretty effective.
Counter!
Hold on!
Remarkable!
Ha! Cesaria!
I live to serve!
On ha! Ha! What's
Counter!
Monus? What's say?
Bull! Bull!
Counter!
Ha! Bull! Hup!
Stimulate!
The search must continue.
You live up to your nomenclature, and you've provided me with some sterling data.
Yeah, Ignis is way more dangerous than Nirvana. Because Nirvana, the way Carl controls her is a very, difficult control scheme, but then Relius can just summon Ignis to do, certain attacks, so she's just straight up better.
Data?
Alas, it seems Izuyoi's power is waning. There would be no point continuing this now. We're done here, Ignis.
I mean, I guess the advantage to Carl and Nirvana is that you could be technically controlling Carl and Nirvana separately. It's just really hard to do it effectively. While Relius, it's still you're only controlling Relius, and Ignis is kind of like a summon attack that he can use. Relius departs with his red marionette in tow. Valkenhayn watches him leave, doing nothing to stop him. Now that the heat of the moment has subsided, it seems clear that neither man had much to gain by destroying the other.
It seems this is where my mission ends.
Valkenhayn has done what he can, but he cannot get involved any further. He's not able to intervene in what's about to happen. He's not abandoning his duties, or throwing in the towel, but he knows very well that he is not the one who shall take the stage and usher in the next act.
I am but a servant. I shall withdraw to the castle.
When Milady returns home, I shall ply her with tea and pastries, no matter the lateness of the hour. As Valkenhayn is well aware, they also serve who only stand and wait. Valkenhayn Stories, Hunting Dog, End. Thanks for the stretch, Kieran. Good call. You at home, you should also make sure that you have a good stretch as well and sit up straight in your seat. Okay, so now Valkenhayn's bad ending is after we fight Tager, we have to go after Rachel instead. Oh, thanks for calling Kirby, Valkyria. So I think that's loading scene 2. That means we have to fight Tager again. I think I just have to spam the wolf attacks. I think that's the strategy. And the wolf attacks are really fast, which is good, because the CPUs don't really guard at this difficulty level.
Rebel 1. Action!
Why does he always gonna jump on me first?
Counter!
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
The wolf doesn't have too many, like, unique attacks. It's just the way that you chain them together.
Get ready! I dare you! On guard! No! Nothing! What? I dare you!
Fatal!
Nothing! Damn it! Nothing!
It's funny to see me throw Tager, because he's so large.
Here goes! Attack wheel! Remarkable! Damn it! On guard! One power!
Fatal! Finish!
Kokonoi!
Okay, so bad ending. I'm worried about Milady. Hey Sunflower, welcome to the stream.
I'm concerned about Madame Rachel. I shall head over too.
The Novus Orbis Librarium headquarters sits atop Kagutsuchi, as though to assert the organization's dominance over the city. Valkenhayn ventures deeper into the structure.
Huh? This sensation. Is it magic?
Well, well, well. About damn time you hobbled in, old yeller.
You wonder what Kiro would be like as a butler? Wasn't the other stream you're wondering what I'd be like as a maid, and now you're thinking about me as a butler?
You bastard!
Hey now, temper, temper.
Next to Hazama stands Relius Clover, the masked puppeteer. And off to the side, Valkenhayn espies something insubstantial, a spirit or a shadow. The magical aura that has piqued his senses, it's coming from the shadow. Of this he has no doubt.
Kokonoi! Kokonoi, respond!
A for effort, Big Red. Unfortunately for you, we're all within Izuyoi's domain right now. Your communicator is useless here.
Izuyoi? You bastards. How'd you get your mitts on something so powerful?
Take a wild guess. I love this damn thing. Takamakahara and the Master Unit can't see us. No snooping, no meddling.
Damn it! What the hell is going on here?
Now, children. Let's all use our inside voices, shall we?
Gokunoe's overgrown puppet fascinates me. I would love to run a test or two on it. Assuming you don't mind, of course.
Oh, you don't mind? Nah, knock yourself out. Or him.
Excellent.
Phantom, if you'd be so kind as to relocate them?
What the hell is this light?
Before he can finish his thought, Tager's and Relius's bodies are engulfed in light and vanish.
Teleportation magic.
It's a spell mastered by a precious few, Valkenhayn's Master Rachel among them. In fact, he can only think of one other person capable of wielding such powerful magic.
But it can't be her. Can it? What is the meaning of this? Back in the day, she...
Allow me to introduce Phantom. She's my assistant, I guess you'd call her. She's all sorts of useful. Not like old you-know-who.
Hey, Jessel, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it.
What have you done to her, you wretch? Answer me!
You really looking for another dame to save? I mean, shouldn't you try to save the other one first?
Huh? What have you done to Madame Rachel? If you've harmed her, I swear by my very...
I stuck her in the darkness. She's probably fast asleep. Oh, but I should have grabbed a little coffin for her. Or a tarp to wrap her in or something. My bad.
Bite your tongue!
Not digging the tarp idea, huh? That bark of yours is getting annoying. Since your master's not here to shut you up, I'll just have to muzzle you instead.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action!
Oh, scary, scary!
Counter!
Venom sword! No one can. No one can. Here. Watch your feet.
Counter!
Here.
Counter!
Too easy. No one can front time. Serpent.
Counter!
Whoa, scary.
Fatal!
Whoa, scary, scary.
You're much easier.
I may as well be fighting a mirage for all the effect my blows are having upon it.
You're a tough old bastard. Want to keep going?
Silence!
Whoa there! Come on, you know the deal. Fight though they may, those who stand clear of fate's clutches cannot alter this world, blah blah blah. That's a rookie mistake, Gramps.
What weapon would I want to have in the BlazBlue universe? I mean, Hazuma's weapon would be pretty cool. But I think I really like Naoto's fighting style from Central Fiction. I think that'd be probably my favorite. But I also am very partial to Hibiki.
I will never forgive you!
What part of cannot alter this world didn't you understand? Oh ho ho! I almost forgot! I still owe you one, don't I? Just cause this isn't going to change the grander outcome, doesn't mean it can't hurt like a bitch! Remember that time you beat the shit out of me? You're about to remember it a whole lot better! This is awesome! It's like I'm beating up a dog and an old man all at once! I know you live a long-ass time, but I guess even beasts can lose their mojo eventually.
Oh my gosh, Hazuma, you are so cruel. Right? I love the pink little bow on Valkenhayn's wolf form. It's like his charm point.
What's wrong, Pooch? Talk to me! Got a hitch in your get-along? Come on, speak! Roll over! Play dead! Play dead, goddammit!
No!
What the? Hey! Hey! Who said you could teleport that geezer out of here, huh? I guess it's just as well. Don't want him dying on us, after all. Killing someone outside of Fate's authority can have unintended consequences to the Continuum shift. It could reset the whole damn process. And I don't much feel like starting from scratch again. Too many goddamn rules. I guess I should go find Noelle Vermilion already. Don't tell me you've still got some free will rattling around in there.
This is Madame Rachel's.
Valkenhayn weakly lifts his head to confirm what his nose has already told him, that he's flanked by roses for as far as the eye can see. He's back at Castle Alucard, tossed into the grass like a broom whose bristles have cracked with age.
In the end, I couldn't do anything. I was flung aside. Please, forgive me, Madame Rachel.
Valkenhayn lay amid the roses, too weak to move. Lunar light streams down on him from the full moon above. Slowly, his wounds close, his bones knit. Still wincing from the pain, he remembers the silent shadow.
Phantom, can it be you were trying to save me?
There is no answer, for the moon above is his only companion, and the moon keeps her own counsel.
Verily, I do beseech you for aid, O learned Kokonoe.
Greetings, lost children. I am Professor Kokonoe, genius scientist and ruler of the Sector 7 laboratory. Well, okay, we aren't in the lab at the moment. This place can sort of be temporarily moved into the boundary. Well, simply put, it's a mysterious room. A room where you can do anything you want. To be honest, it's a paradise for all those sad little lost children who couldn't make it to the true ending. A sort of Avalon. If you're one of those nut bars who's all, I don't need help, or I only want to unlock hidden stuff, or I'll just look for a flowchart online, then you can piss off. Very well. Lost child of the day, you may enter.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like they took a different take on this one. Because I know in the original one, she goes like, then you can piss off! And here it's just like, well, you can piss off. Maybe she's just getting tired of all these lost children coming in.
Where am I? I do hope I'm not having a senior moment.
Rachel's guardian, huh? Should have had you bring a mop.
Ah, Miss Kokonoe. How do you do? And you give me too much credit. I am hardly Milady's guardian, merely a lowly manservant.
Still rocking the class inequality, I see.
Forgive my impertinence, Miss Kokonoe, but you have aged quite well since last we met. You were taking, sustenance from your mother's... at the time.
Jeez. How long ago was that? 'Cause, spoiler alert, I've been on solid food for a while now.
It's been decades. No wonder I'm feeling so long in the proverbial tooth. So, Miss Kokonoe, dare I ask where we are?
You've ended up where all lost children do. Those who couldn't make it to the true ending of their story.
Thanks, CB.
Ah, yes, for we are all children. Children of life.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Indeed. According to the script, it's a real knee-slapper.
It's a pun, isn't it? Friggin' puns. As soon as you try translating them from Japanese into English, they go absolutely tits up.
My regrets. I shall try to be more careful in the future.
Let's cut to the chase. In this room, I'm Queen Bitch. One of the 6 heroes or not, you gotta do as I say.
Following orders is my specialty, but what must I do exactly?
It's easy. Shut up and listen to what I'm gonna tell you.
That sounds reasonable.
So, I take it you didn't get the true ending on this playthrough of the game, right?
My shame knows no quenching.
Hell, it could have been worse. I mean, you encountered a really rare character, and you got a peek at all sorts of secret relationship crap. It wasn't a bad ending, in the grand scheme of things.
You're talking about her. Never in 1,000 years would I expect being teleported by anyone other than Milady.
Do you think she's really... you know...
I suppose we'll have to wait until the next installment to find out.
Assuming they're not just making this shit up as they go. Okay, time for some advice.
Speak, sagacious one.
I'm betting you charged into danger all balls to the wall because you were worried about Rachel. Yeah?
I don't see how my, balls have anything to do with it.
Look, Valkenhayn. Rachel's an adult. She's older than dirt. Just because she looks like a ball-jointed doll doesn't mean she can't fend for herself. Don't be so damn overprotective.
Duly noted, Miss Kokonoe. I shall try. Now then, I should probably be on my way.
Not so fast. I've got a question for you.
And what might that be?
What don't I got?
Can you phrase that another way? Your grammar is making my eyelid twitch.
I've got a long-ass backstory, and the fans can't get enough of me. So, why?
Why,
Why the hell is it that damn lollies, geezers, and masked weirdos get to be playable characters, and I'm still just Tager's friggin' radio buddy, huh? Huh? I want answers, damn it! Is there some conspiracy at work here? Oh, or did you already fill your flat-chested chick quota for the series? Why, Valkenhayn? Why?
Please, Miss Kokonoe, calm yourself. How shall I phrase this? I think they've held off on releasing you because you, Miss Kokonoe, are their trump card. The proverbial ace in the hole.
Trump card, huh?
Oh, yes, quite. You are their ultimate weapon, to be made available only at just the right moment, you see.
Ultimate weapons? F yeah! The trump card! An ace in the hole? I get it now. The BlazBlue suits have been plotting this all along!
That's exactly right. As soon as the game's popularity starts to decline, that's when they'll lead you into the spotlight. You will take the stage, Miss Kokonoe, not merely as a playable character, no, but as the savior of the whole franchise.
The savior of the franchise! I've always known. Suck it, haters!
Crisis averted. For now, at least.
I do really like series that can poke fun at themselves like that. I think, like, BlazBlue and Sengoku Basara both have that in common, where I think they have a really good cast, everyone's really fun to play, they have great character designs and great personalities, but they also just make fun of themselves, and that's when they don't take themselves too seriously, that's where the game series is usually good. If they take themselves too seriously, then it usually just becomes too much of a meme in the wrong direction. Okay, so now we have Valkenhayn's joke ending, so we'll need to start his story from the beginning and choose the second option from the very first thing that we come across. Okay, so second option, what is this ominous feeling? The moon sits high in the sky, bathing everything below in silver light. Rose petals are scattered across the table, making the pair of empty teacups seem all the whiter by their presence. The wind tugs at the end of Valkenhayn's long queue as he moves the china a few millimeters to the left. Better, but it's still not perfect.
Get you home, Ragnar the Blood Edge. Your kind are not meant for this place.
I see that snout of yours still works as good as ever.
You're still here. Must I couch my request with smaller words? Or are you merely being obstinate?
The latter. But the smaller words thing would be nice too.
Get you home is merely an archaic way of saying go home, you see?
I know what it means!
Not that I credit you with the cognitive verve to figure it out, but I'm rather busy at the moment. I've only 12 hours in which to prepare Milady's tea. Speaking of which, I acquired some top-drawer tea leaves in Orientown last week. I think I'll debut them today. Excellent. Now all I need is to find a suitable suite to complete the ensemble.
Valkenhayn's brow suddenly furrows. His eyes widen as though he's become privy to some dreadful truth.
Ye gods!
Problem?
The horror! The horror!
You're looking grim, even for you. Seriously, are you okay?
How could I have made such a mistake?
Damn it, now you're just pissing me off. I'm standing right here.
I must resort to my trump card.
Trump card? Are you gonna make Kokonoe playable? Valkenhayn's words rumble with finality, like the lid of a sarcophagus being slid into place.
My most abject apologies, Madam Rachel. I shall return in a thrice.
Whoa! Hey, old man, wait up! Where the hell do you think you're... Don't run! No, 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 no!
Now then.
I told you not to run.
Why have you followed me here?
Like I had a friggin' choice. My hair got caught on your cravat somehow. Or is that an ascot? I always get them mixed up.
I see. My accessories kidnapped you.
Yeah, thus the whole don't run thing.
So what's that thing next to you?
What, that?
I'm Tao!
Tao?
Meow! You finally noticed me, good guy! I've been standing behind you this whole time!
And what the hell are you doing here?
You were walking all over the place like in circles, and holding some doohickey in your hand. I thought maybe you'd buy me some tasty food, so I tailed you.
You've been watching me the whole time?
Yuppers! Meow!
Oh, jeez.
What's wrong? You're as white as a goat.
Don't say it because you know I hate those things, and shut up because I'm fine.
Oh, somebody's worried that Tao saw you being all lame, huh?
All lame?
Meow.
Huh? No, that's crazy talk. Nope, not worried.
Then show Tao the doohickey in your pocket, good guy.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You better take it out already or else... Meow! Behind you, good guy! Some creeper's reaching for your meat buns!
Oh, god damn it, Jin. If you pinch my ass one more time...
Rado places a hand on his sword and whirls around. The moment he does, Taokaka fishes a paw into his pocket and pulls something out.
Yoinks! That's the oldest trick in the book, good guy!
Ah! Give it back, Tao! Give it back!
Pray tell, what is it?
It's a smartphone, except this one's all crappy. The data plan's overpriced, and you can't make calls unless you hold it just so. And it doesn't get reception anywhere! iPhone! The GPS isn't even set up right!
Wait. You mean to tell me that somebody with a smartphone is still getting turned around, even in this day and age? Scandalous.
Not just somebody, good guy! Meow!
Ragnar the Blood Edge doesn't know how to use his phone?
God damn it, old man. I know you're trying to hold back that laugh.
1,000 pardons. I never expected you, of all people, to be technologically inept. No wonder you lingered when I tried to shoo you away from the castle.
Poor good guy. He didn't have any idea where he was.
I apologize for my behavior earlier. You are clearly a man to be pitied, not shooed.
Stop grinning already. Shit, man. Sometimes you annoy me even worse than that stupid kid.
What are all these words for? Methuselah.
You don't strike me as suicidal, so I'll assume you weren't speaking of Madam Rachel just now.
Oh, but I was. Madam Rachel, a.k.a. Princess, a.k.a. Milady, a.k.a. Stupid Freaking Rabbit.
I shall now oblige your death wish.
You want to start something? Fine. Let me just turn off the phone first. And... okay. Bring it!
Stop that.
Madam Rachel!
Damn rabbit!
Quiet! Or do you want to have to sip your meals through a straw?
What did you say?
And people wonder why my tolerance for you is so low.
Huh?
Rabbit person, how come you're closing your eyes? Meow. This isn't a good napping spot.
Yeah, what gives? Ahem! Say something already!
Silence!
That wasn't very nice, dog person. Don't be a meanie to good guy. He's Tao's meal ticket.
You look like a salmon that got battered out of the air as it's making its way upstream.
Shut the hell up! Ow. Damn it, old man, what the hell was that for?
For daring to interrupt Madam Rachel's slumber.
Slumber?
That's right. The value of Milady's peaceful rest far exceeds that of your worthless life.
Hold the phone. Are you trying to tell me that she's asleep right now?
Her eyes are closed, but she's standing up and talking like normal awake people.
Yeah, and that evil grin she's sporting doesn't seem very sleepy.
Oh, how your mouth offends me at every turn, Brogna. I'd cut it off if it weren't for the fact that I'd merely be giving you a bigger mouth in the process.
You guys heard that, right?
Ah, yes. She's talking in her sleep, as she is wont to do.
Talking in her sleep? No!
Are you retarded? Sleeping people can't say all that crap. I can't even say all that crap awake!
Ragna, watch your tongue, or I'll have to cut it out.
That's why you'll never rise beyond your brutish station in life. A lady of true refinement can assess and comment on her surroundings at all times. Take Madam Rachel, for example, for she is the gold standard to which all damsels must aspire. Though her eyes are closed, she can peer into the past, present, and future alike, which is why she's never at a loss for words.
Oh, Tao's heard of stuff like that. Professional sleep talkers can sleep talk at any moment in time. Meow!
You pulled that out of your butt, Tao. And the rabbit's awake. Come on! Right on cue, Rabbit. Tell me you didn't buy that, you guys.
Shh! Quiet!
I love the sounds of Frogna getting hit.
Quiet, I say! What are you going to do if she suddenly wakes up because you're hollering?
I'm only hollering because you keep hitting me!
Tao thinks we're safe. For now.
Oh, that was close. Both of you follow me.
Huh?
What, like you're going to see yourself out? I think we established with a phone routine that you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Thus, I will escort you to the main gate. Walk this way.
I don't have a stick up my butt like you do, but I'll give it a whirl.
Pathetic.
Excuse me?
That whole exchange was pathetic. My butler trots out a pathetic joke that was old when he was a boy. And pathetic rectal humor is the wittiest riposte you can make. Simply pathetic, the both of you. Simply... pathetic.
Yeah, but then what about Nago and Gi? They seem perfectly awake.
Both of you! Back away from her slowly.
What's got your panties in a twist all of a sudden?
Meow! The corners of Rabbit Person's mouth just went up by 45 degrees!
Madam Rachel is about to wake up.
Now? Why now? Are you serious?
When she grins and repeats the word pathetic over and over, the end is nigh.
You phrasing it like that isn't calming me down any.
If she and Tao were nap buddies, Tao would nap way over here. Meow.
You had a long, full life, Valkenhayn. No regrets.
Hey, you're just freaking us out over nothing. The rabbit wakes up. So what?
You've no idea what Milady is like when she first awakens. If only you knew.
Fair enough. What's she like then?
You mean to say you've never heard the legend of the sleeping, crimson-eyed pigtails?
Yikes! The sleeping crimson-eyed pigtails?
Nope. But I'm guessing Tao has.
Of course Tao has! When you snooze as much as we do in Kaka Village, you hear about all the biggies.
I only sleep a few hours a night, and I keep one eye open, so yeah, no idea.
You should work on that, good guy. Chronic fatigue can stunt your growth and affect your cognitive thinking. Oh,
Yeah, duly noted. So, this sleeping blah-blah pigtail thing, is this the rabbit?
sure looks that way, meow.
When Madame Rachel is awakened, her vision is too blurry to discern friend from foe. She strikes down anyone nearby with great vengeance and furious anger.
So she's groggy, and not a morning person.
In sleeping, crimson-eyed pigtails mode, her attacks level mountains, divide oceans, sunder the very stars. Hakumen himself pees a little at the mere mention of her.
Meow!
He pees?
I awoke her once. It took me 3 days and nights to quell her fury.
You're gonna make me pee!
Tao just did! Meow!
Behold this scar, the proof of our combat.
Valkenhayn slowly peels off his right glove. Ragnar swallows, his throat suddenly dry, his heart pounding in his chest. What gore awaits them? Then, near the base of Valkenhayn's fingernail, Ragnar sees it.
That's just some peeling skin.
Well, during the 3 days I spent holding Milady at bay, I had to forego my morning paraffin dip and manicure. My cuticles were a catastrophe by the time it was all over. I hardly think peeling skin conveys the width and breadth of the horror, but I suppose it's accurate enough.
Just cut that shit with a nail clipper!
Once she'd finally come to her senses, Madame Rachel rewarded my bravery with this.
Valkenhayn spins away from Ragnar as only a manservant can, displaying his long queue.
A ribbon!
I don't care!
Meow! Tao never thought she'd get to meet sleeping crimson-eyed pigtails in person! Hey, dog person, do you think she'd autograph my coat?
Pathetic. Pathetic. Overwhelmingly, undeniably pathetic.
Is it just me, or did she get way chattier all of a sudden?
Pathetic. Pathetic. Pathetic, 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 pathetic.
Great Caesar's ghost! Now she's only saying pathetic.
And that's bad why?
She's entered the final countdown. She'll awaken any second now. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but...
Valkenhayn plants his feet wide and hunkers down into a low stance, powering up. Steam billows forth from every orifice, or so Ragnar is only too happy to assume, in his body. His silver mane stands on end, bursting free from his precious ribbon, and crackles with energy.
He's totally jumping the shark!
What's going on, meow?
Now, for my uber verboten attack.
His quiet voice echoes in the stillness, as though fused went mightily in the post-production. Then...
Valkenhayn R. Hellsing! And S. Hellsing! And T. Hellsing! And U. Hellsing!
Wow! There's a whole bunch of dog people, meow!
What is this? I don't even... Wait. I really don't want to know.
Madame Rachel, look at me! Us.
I'm inclined to lay groggy waste to all humanity, but I suppose it can wait. What are you up to, Valkenhayn?
Hey! The rabbit person's watching the dog people. Meow!
Now, milady, if you'll direct your eyes yonder.
Valkenhayn and his clones start leaping over a nearby hedge, one after the other.
How come the dog people are hopping around like that? Hal is confused.
I see one butler. 2 butlers. 3 butlers.
She's counting them like sheep.
4 butlers. 5 butlers.
She fell back to sleep. Meow!
Just like that.
Whew. We only had one shot at that, so I'm glad we made it count. If you'd be so kind as to carry her on your back, we can take care of our errands before she awakens again.
Huh? Okay. Come on, Tao, let's boogie.
Meow!
Where is Madame Rachel?
Drooling down my back, remember?
Every fiber of my being screams in protest, but I'm afraid I must entrust milady to your care.
If I'm such a hot mess, why don't you carry little Miss Undeadweight?
Meow! Where are we?
This is an Alucard family secret, passed down over the centuries. A place whose existence is only known to butlers in their employ. We call it the Valley of Death.
Oh, so you answer her questions but not mine. Yeah, real nice.
A dry gust of air blows by Ragnar's feet. The dark valley pulls in the breeze, as though by an unseen hand.
It looks really deep. Meow! 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 Meow!
That is an understatement, my young feline. Deep and deadly as well. No one alive has entered this ravine and emerged to tell the tale. Well, excepting myself.
That startling admission, Valkenhayn leaps into the darkness beyond.
Hey! How'd you get to be an old man jumping into things with death in the damn name?
I'm running errands, like I said. Keep being an adequate surface for my lady to slumber upon.
Running errands? The hell kind of errands can you knock out in the friggin' Valley of Death?
My name is Valkenhayn Hellsing.
That's not an answer.
Tao hears beasties down there. Meow!
If I do not return, tell Madame Rachel I perished for the greater glory of House Alucard. Yeah!
Ragnar and Taukaka stare down, their eyes wide with shock. Valkenhayn leaps deeper into the gorge, dodging a myriad of gigantic creatures as he falls. The creatures are there to guard whatever lies beyond. They hunger for the intruder's flesh. Valkenhayn's flesh.
Geezer's got a death wish.
Look at all those beasties! Tao can't even count that high!
Is there a reason you're fighting all those, or is that just your idea of fun?
Yeah! Yeah!
Whoa! Old man's got some moves.
Poor beasties! They were just hungry.
Enough with the snoring, rabbit. Wake the hell up already! You're always bitching and moaning about how bored you are, and you're missing the fight of the goddamn century!
Oh, good guy, look! Meow! Dog person's about to use his finishing move!
Doria!
Valkenhayn's battle cry shakes the very earth beneath their feet. Huge chunks of the cliffs split away and tumble into the valley. Deep fissures rip through the ground, nearly swallowing them. Ragnar loses his balance and stumbles back a few steps.
Ow! My freaking ears!
It's making Tao's tail tingle! Meow!
The F is he doing down there?
Finally, nothing but silence.
Ding?
Ring-a-ding-ding!
I've heard that sound before. Was that a microwave?
I do apologize for the wait.
Dog person! Meow! You're all bloody!
You gonna be okay?
Please don't worry. I merely encountered some occupational hazards. What's important is that I've completed my errand. Shall we go?
Completed your errand? Hey! What's that you're holding?
Hal can smell something scrumptious under all that blood. Oh, what is it, huh?
Scones.
You're kidding.
These, oh callous youth, are the scones that shall accompany Madame Rachel's tea tonight.
You're not kidding.
Oh, so that ding we heard before was you making them all nice and toasty, right?
Please, just tell me there's not actually a microwave down there.
Why? Do you object to my errand?
They're not even super hot! You went through all that to toast them only a bit?
They smell delicious!
20 seconds at precisely 600 watts. And nothing so Philistine as plastic wrap.
I don't want the recipe! Just do that shit at home! That whole big-ass castle you guys got, and you don't have a single damn microwave?
Of course we have a microwave, we're not savages. But this particular microwave is a credit to its species. I whip up the scones at home. Already they're far superior to anything you'll ever eat. However, if I let them cool down a bit and then reheat them in the Valley of Death, they become just heavenly, or infernal, depending on your preferences.
If Dog Person weren't so nice, Tal would slap those tasties and damn the taquitos!
Torpedoes.
Valkenhayn pulls a pocket watch out from within his vest and flips open the lid.
It's been exactly 11 hours and 30 minutes since Milady's last tea time, which means she'll be waking up at any moment now. To the castle!
The full moon sits in the sky, illuminating the planet below with its silver light. Hot tea is poured into petal-wreathed cups with a surgeon's precision.
This scent is perfect. Just the thing to usher one back into consciousness.
I love Ragnar and Tao's faces.
It's the tea from Orientown.
The rare one, I believe.
Right you are, madam.
We're just gonna skim over the fact that she woke up this time without feeling murderous somehow. Gracefully setting her cup atop its saucer, Rachel takes a scone from the plate and brings it to her lips.
This scone is a bit oppressive to the teeth.
1,000 pardons, milady. I shall dispose of them forthwith.
God damn it, Rabbit! He went through hell and back to get you those scones, and you're bitching because they're a little hot.
Ragnar hollers at Rachel from atop a grassy hill not too far away from her table. Meanwhile, Talkaka stuffs her mouth full of scones, her cheeks pooching out like a squirrel on a nut binge.
Come on, man! Tell her how much shit you went through to get her little snackies! Son of a bitch!
A man who never stops talking truly has nothing to say. Wouldn't you agree, Valkenhayn?
Emphatically, Madam Rachel.
Valkenhayn bows, the picture of refinement and grace. Rachel's doe-like eyes narrow as she grins. Well, there we go. Valkenhayn's joke ending. Alright, we're getting closer and closer to beating this game and finishing all the story. That means next time we'll be doing Platinum and Relius' stories, and then afterwards we'll do the extra stories and Hazuma's story. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Kieran. Very good call. You at home, you should make sure that you stretch as well. Make sure you're sitting upright in your seat. Yeah, maybe her waking up to the scones makes her less murderous, I don't know. Or maybe hitting the exact 12-hour mark negates her sleep destruction. Okay, it's kind of fun going through some of these stories that I'm less familiar with, because again, I played all these stories before, but Makoto, Valkenhayn, Platinum, and Relius I played much later than the original Continuum shift, because I played it with Extend, and I think I probably just rushed through them and forgot about how they went. So, for the upcoming week, we have a little bit different of a stream schedule. I mean, the days are going to more or less be the same, but we have a few special things on the menu. I have a collab on Wednesday. We're going to be playing Monster Camp with Cassie and Kip. And then on Friday, with our good friend Kieran on his stream, we're going to be reviewing your original characters. So if you haven't already, if you check out my Twitter or Kieran's Twitter, I've retweeted his tweet. There's a Google forum that you can submit your original characters to, and we'll talk about them on stream and share them a little bit and maybe voice some lines. It'll be a lot of fun. In the meantime, for the next couple of days, I'll probably still be streaming BlazBlue Continuum Shift. I think we'll just forego Umineko this week until next Saturday, unless I really feel like doing it over the next couple of days, but I don't think my voice will recover quite by then, so we'll see. I'll probably make up the Umineko streams later to catch up on our lost day, since we're getting closer to the end of episode 6. But thank you, everyone, for joining me here on stream. Thank you so much for all the bits. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and it makes playing video games a lot more fun when I have people to talk to. Let's have a look at Twitch and see who is online. Who should we drop in on today? You know, let's drop in on Jack. He's playing some Diablo 4 among other things, so let's go say hi to him. Stick around for a raid, otherwise I'll see you guys tomorrow for more BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend, or later this week for some of our other fun collabs. Yeah, thank you guys, and thank you for the well wishes. I will get a lot of rest and make sure to recover swiftly. Thanks guys, bye-bye.